Hey everybody, welcome to the Hobby Progress Tasting Room. Today I've got a couple of Imperial Stouts to taste for you, and we're going to do a little bit of coffee today. So I've got the Evil Twin Brewing Company Imperial Biscotti Break. It says it is brewed with coffee, almond, and vanilla. And then I have the Santa Fe Brewing Company Java Stout. So, got a little bit of a breakfast theme going. So, let's go ahead and get started with the Imperial Biscotti Break. Like I said, it's an Imperial Stout with coffee, almond, and vanilla. We're doing cans today, too. Something we don't always do. It's kind of refreshing, actually, to see stouts in a can. It's real dark. The head on it is pretty brown. Trying to find the info here for you. So 11.5% alcohol by volume on this one. You can smell a little bit of the vanilla. I don't smell the coffee really. I smell more of the almond and vanilla. So it's got a really smooth smell to it, but it smells good and dark. Man, that drink's real smooth. You don't get a lot of the coffee like you'd think you do. It finishes up with vanilla and the almond, the kind of nutty flavor from the almond is really there at the end too. So like you get a little bit of almond and then a little bit of vanilla. It almost tastes like a candied almond. But man, it is incredibly smooth. There's no bitterness at all to it, which you'd expect out of an Imperial Stout with coffee. Boy, I really like that one. Yeah, that one's really good. I'm not sure I would call that a breakfast beer. I made that joke starting out, but this is not something that you're going to want to take lightly. At 11.5%, it's also going to have a kick to it, but it's going to be pretty sneaky with that kick. I don't think you're going to feel it coming because it does just go down so smooth. Now you let it sit for a little bit, and you do almost pick out a coffee, but it's more of like a cappuccino or something. It's a much sweeter coffee feel. It's not bitterness at all. A lot of Imperial Stouts, you're going to get more of an espresso, something sharp. This doesn't have that. This is a lot smoother. Boy, I like that. I like that a lot. All right. I'm going to move over to the Java Stout, the Santa Fe Brewing Company. This one is a little bit lighter, so it is 8.5% alcohol by volume. So let's give it a shot here. Got a little something on my can here. It's equally dark on the liquid side, but the head came up a lot lighter on this one. So Let's see what the Java Stout goes for. This one you can smell the coffee right up front. I don't think they're trying to hide it as much. No, definitely not trying to hide the coffee. Yeah, I would say that's basically the flavor you get right up front. Excuse me. Is just the coffee. Um, it kind of tastes like a good dark cold brew. Um, it's still really smooth, but it's got just enough of the bitterness towards the end to really give you that feeling like you're drinking a cold brew coffee rather than a beer. Hmm. So it's not nearly as thick as the Biscotti break is. It's it's a little more thin. I know I keep saying it, but it's got the consistency even of what you'd expect a cold brew coffee to have. Yeah, I actually I like it. Um, but if you're going with the breakfast beer analogy, this one fits it a lot more. Um, where the Biscotti break, I feel is more of like a dessert beer. So like having a coffee after dinner kind of thing. That's what the Biscotti feels like to me. Where this really does feel like something you could almost wake up and drink. It's it's got that consistency. It's got that smoothness to it. Um, I'd be interested to see if I can find the caffeine content in these. Because that tastes like you're drinking a cup of coffee. Um, they make some jokes on this can that's kind of funny. They got like a coffee cup that says before noon and a beer mug that says afternoon. I kind of like that they're making jokes on the can. They never do. Looks like at least on the can give you a caffeine content. Um, so yeah, I'd be interested to do a little bit more research on these and get that for you. But yeah, definitely the uh, the Santa Fe Java Stout is a much lighter um, and snappier coffee flavor. Um, I really do enjoy it, although it's not one that I would seek out again. Uh, it's just good. It's not great. It's not like I said. It's definitely not the Biscotti in my opinion. Yeah, when I think Imperial Stout, I think thick and creamy. It needs to be very smooth and just have um, a good consistency, and that's what the Biscotti gives to me. Um, the Java doesn't deliver that. It's not what watery, but it's just a thinner beer. Um, so definitely not my favorite. Of the two tonight, I would have to give the Imperial Biscotti break the thumbs up. It is by far a better beer, in my opinion. But if you don't like Imperial Stouts, it's definitely not for you because that's exactly what it is. It's definitely dark and heavy, and but it's very smooth. Yeah, that is just a delicious beer. So again, we got the Evil Twin Brewing Imperial Biscotti Break, and then the Santa Fe Brewing Company Imperial Java Stout. So I hope you enjoyed these. If you're looking for something to drink when you get up in the morning, uh, I hope you keep these beers in mind. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook under Hobby Progress.